Good morning, everyone. I am Uncle Unicorn, and welcome. Okay, finish up some coffee, eat my sausage. Pull my table closer. Let me see. Noise. Okay, so this is a wooden kind of like nightstand coffee table thing, and then it's got a shelf behind it. That whole shelf stuff, that's why I just pulled forward. Oops, I probably shouldn't have done that. My bad, y'all. Now, thanks to anime, I know how to move everything without harming my joints. And because of yoga is why I know how to use my core body. The core of your body, where you may be using an arm, but you're using the rest of your muscles in your body along with that arm. So yeah. Anime has, there's always your bad apples, but man, anime has taught me a lot. And it worked. I even put the whole Demon Slayer thought in my head of like the full concentration breathing. Like, this should work. It should. And it was pretty far back there. I didn't want to go too fast. I don't want everything to fall. I'm drawing another drawing. I'm drawing this for someone. It's really cool. Oh, I need to put another thingy because it's not up. And I want to remind myself, right? Before I want to sleep, I want to get this. Got it in there. Erase the rest of it. And it has the best of both worlds. Yeah, I used to watch her show, so I know Hannah Montana. Oh yeah, Miley Cyrus. Good morning. I don't even think that's actually her name. Hold on now. Oh, I need to sharpen my pencil. This needs to go higher up. And out more. Angle more. Okay. Yeah, I suppose if my pencil wasn't going out. Okay. I got that line. That works. And then I have to have this here, this, and then that. Well, I think you can probably. Alright. Yep. I enjoy talking to myself while I sit here and draw. We will be getting into a general reading. We got coffee. I hope y'all enjoy your coffee. Thank you so much for liking. Don't forget to subscribe. Greatly helps to improve the channel. I'll be able to make more money once I start and having 1,000 subscribers. So thank you for helping me get to that point. There. Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to put the flying V inside of the Gibson. I'm pretty sure it's a Gibson. I'm pretty sure the flying V was a Fender one. Oh, Les Paul. It was a Les Paul. It wasn't a Gibson. It was a Les Paul. I think the flying V is a Gibson. Yes, it was definitely a Les Paul. Because I had the Epiphone Les Paul, which is supposed to be the guitar that was like one of Randy Rhoads' favorites. So I put the Les Paul with the flying V. Because he wanted the flying V, but I was like, yeah, it was iconic, but his favorite was Les Paul. Now I got both of them. I thought about it last night, because at first I was just going to do the polka dots on the guitar. I was like, it looks really weird for a Les Paul to have polka dots on it. A Les Paul don't have no polka dots, okay? Flying V, not Les Paul. So I had to erase that shit. I was like, okay, we'll put the flying V inside the Les Paul. It looks much better. How do I let you know doing stuff like that sets you up for emotional failure? Because if a reader tells you yes and then something happens, an unknown variable happens, because readings are not set in stone. That may be the energy then, but it can always change. So you're emotionally setting yourself up for failure. Honestly, you're just gonna really, the best thing for you to do right now is to be there for them fully emotionally. Stop going to a bunch of freaking readers whether he's gonna survive or not, and enjoy this time you have instead of worrying constantly. And enjoy just even being able to be here with him, whether it's that way or another. It's not that sorry for asking the question. It's I'm trying to help you to keep you from constantly going down a rabbit hole for something that would be better suited for you to handle in a completely different way. And you won't constantly keep going through this cycle. And you won't constantly keep rattling yourself so worrisome that you can't even be present with them. What if they do die and you've been running around ragged, going and doing all this other stuff? You're not even there. Honestly, stop running around asking people for shit. Go spend time with them, whether they survive or not. Honestly, that's what's going to keep you emotionally grounded. What if they do pass? And you didn't take this time to be by their side. And you didn't sit there and be comforting. Be there. Stop having to need to know an answer, especially for something this serious. This is so serious, you shouldn't care. You should just be there whether he leaves or not. And that's how a mother should handle it. Or else you're going to run yourself ragged, you're going to rip yourself apart, and you're not even going to be able to be emotionally there if they do leave. Honestly, no, I'm not going to give you a reading. I'm going to tell you what I feel like you need to do as a mom. And stop messing with us readers. That's not helping you. Thank you for asking me, and thank you for listening. And I'm sorry for putting you into tears, because I know I can be harsh. But don't do this. This is not what you want to do. You're going to regret this if he does pass. Because you're running yourself ragged instead of just being there one way or another. And accepting it one way or another. Don't hold on to a forceful outcome. Because that's how you're going to give yourself false hopes if you don't get the outcome you want. yes, I am still going to be doing a general reading, but certain things like that I don't feel is a good idea to give you a reading for, because that's not helping y'all. That's not helping y'all emotionally. That's not helping y'all mentally. That's just honestly throwing y'all through a bunch of fucking fiery hoops of a rabbit hole I don't feel y'all deserve at all. So, some things, yeah, if it's not so detrimental like that. Other things, I'm going to go, no, fuck that reading. This is what you really got to do. Whether you getting an answer you like or not. But yeah, thank you for listening and thank you for asking, and best of wishes. Best of wishes. Us readers are not gods. What if something happens and what you thought, and then you're going into meltdown, mental meltdown? No, I don't need that for you. I don't need that for you. You don't need that for you. You don't need that for your son. Your son doesn't need that from you. No, I'm not going to do that to you. To me, this is what makes me a sage. This is what makes me a shaman. I am not first off a reader. I am first off, I care about what is best in the best case scenario for whatever it is you're coming to me for consultation advice about. Consultant advice about. Spiritual consultant advice. Oh, thank you for those words. I may be blunt, I may be very honest, but that's because I don't want you to get the wrong idea, and I want you to at least get the point blank. We're not going to beat around the bush on this one. And I see a lot of people go through things like that, and I'm just not going to participate in something like that. So, but I will give you something, you know, I will help you to maybe harmonize your own perspective and emotion so that you may be able to move forward with what's best for you to be able to move forward other than what you thought was supposed to be best. And that's just a suggestion, but in my opinion, I think it's a lot better. I feel it's a lot better than to run yourself emotionally ragged. But yeah, thank you for showing up and thank you for being here. And welcome to New Earth. This is exactly how I'd like to handle things. Because trust your path. If something does play in because it doesn't look in a positive direction, but you're still being able to be there, that's good. You know, you're going to be more excited if something does come out like a miracle, I say. And you're going to be able to enjoy it more. It's going to be like a cherry on top of the ice cream instead of going, see, the ice cream is okay. That's a lot of ego. That's how we get fucked around, found out. All right, but we are going into a general reading, and we had some Chinese food, and I got one of the coolest fortune cookie papers ever. I put these papers in my little paper thing too, even my yoga teas. Your life will be a symphony of dreams come true. This is the coolest because I was like, that's amazing. That's like the conversation me and my younger self told each other, like, hey, we're gonna make our dreams and our wishes come true. I guess we're gonna do it for everyone else while we at it. That's why I thought it was amusing. This came out. I was like, yeah, that part. No matter the outcome, our dreams are coming true. And I know certain things like that. My condolences. But when we can experience and love before you let go, and then into the time of letting go, you don't feel the lingering. you feel the peace, and the peace of always being able to have that connection whenever you feel like you want to reach out. And it's not like you have to feel like you're hanging on to them or keeping them in a sense of this realm, purgatory realm, because of lingering ties. You won't have lingering ties. This is why I feel this is the best way to handle something like that. You won't have lingering ties if there is a passing on, because you're fully there in the moment, and you're being able to mourn while it's happening. Yes, it's going to hurt afterwards. You're going to mourn in more of an impactful way, but it's not going to be as physically crippling as it would be if you were to constantly try to play superhero, knowing that none of us are superheroes, even though we have our own little superhero quirks to ourselves, right? None of us are really superheroes. We just kind of gotta go with the unfoldment and enjoy that time. Same thing, this is how I got so addicted to just being alone. I just gotta enjoy being alone, because I don't like being taken out of my energy. And if I'm constantly fighting myself just to stay at peace, then how is that a partnership? So, enjoy the still waters, so that when that wave comes, you have your surfboard ready. You're not going to get out of crying, but you got your surfboard ready to ride that wave. And you're not going to topple, you're not going to go doing flips because you ain't got no surfboard, wondering what the hell just fucking happened. That shouldn't be happening. You foresaw the storm, you told about the storm. You go, alright, well, this could and this could happen, in full acceptance of both possibilities or directions that, as always, as certain things are just pretty much clear, one way or another. And then, you prepare, talk with yourself, be there, be present in the moment, and then when that wave comes, you're full and ready. You're turning around, paddling, getting ready to get on that board, and you're just surfing the motherfucking wave. At that point, you're not getting topsailed and turtled and blah, 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 unless you fall off your surfing board. But, you have your surfboard there. You're going to be able to grab it. You're going to be able to get yourself out of it. And it's more practice. The more practice you surf and surf that surfboard, the more practice, you're going to be able to surf these emotional waves. So that's the best way I can give you a depiction on how to mentally construct yourself to balance out these emotional turmoils, because these emotional turmoils is very impactful for us as humans, for sure. And moving into this new earth way of handling our emotions with each other, I feel like it's going to be a very impactful thing and healing for all of us. And it'll bring us more into an emotional sense of calmness naturally, because we'll naturally be riding a surfboard. Oh, I ain't got to worry about that wave. I got a surfboard. You're mentally constructed to, now you're not worried. Now you're not running yourself ragged. You are fully being able to show up. You're fully being able to be there. You're fully being able to whole 9 yards, no matter the outcome. And that is your surfboard. No matter the outcome, you're riding it. You're riding the wave. You fall off the surfboard, just fall off the surfboard. You ride the wave all the way through. Well, look at that. You rode the wave all the way through. It still takes practice. And if you're gonna act like a Christian using religion, you are not allowed to be here. I don't care if you're an American. I don't care if you're from another country. Keep your fucking stinky religion to your goddamn selves because you use it as a way to abuse people. So you Allah motherfuckers, stop acting Christian. You hate Christianity so much, but you motherfuckers act like it. That's all. Damn. Don't make no fucking sense to me. It's like, fuck. Let me just sit here and go, oh, goddess. This is the goddess stage. No Allah allowed. No Jesus allowed. If you have him in your heart, if you have whatever it is in your heart, that is fucking fine. Don't fucking preach to me. This is the goddess stage. Keep it to yourself. You want to go talk about your who's, whoever's? Go to your respectable chat rooms. This is the goddess's chat room, or whoever likes exactly what I like teaching. I call it chat room because it's very much all like that. It's live, it's a chat room. You can go pick and choose and go choose something you like. No, no. I don't agree with it. No, the goddess loves her some actual freaking morality and dignity and true support instead of a bunch of hypocritical lies. So I know where to place you. Definitely ain't pure. Your comments are pointless to me. I say keep it to yourself, and you said they're playing it more. Guys, loves her some Jesus, really? No. It's pure integrity and morality. And excuse me for talking with my mouth full like this. Once I started reading, I'm not gonna eat. Nor am I gonna drink my coffee. Anyway, let's learn how to be civil. Since apparently, obviously, we don't know how to be civil. Or we wouldn't have so much war. And we wouldn't be verbally abusing each other with religion. Or using religion as a judgmental way of analyzing whether someone's a good person or not. Huh. That's so. It's backwards land on that land. In that world. No. Alright. What was today? Masculines. Wow. Today's masculines. Masculine reading, huh? Alright. Have some coffee. Yum. It's even cold and I mean it tastes really good this time. And that poor air fryer is fucking smoking. Not now, obviously, but it was. Getting nervous. It's like, no, we can't lose the air fryer. Growing up from using a toaster over all the time to like finally kind of moving into using an air fryer, going, oh no, oh excuse me, oh no, I don't like living without the air fryer. It's much better than the microwave. Mom's, my mom always had a toaster oven, because the toaster ovens were like this. Like when I was growing up, was like the amazing things, because you ain't got to use the big oven unless you're making a huge ass pizza or something, because that's all we used an oven for. But the toaster oven was great because the toaster oven just made overnight pizza taste better the next day. The air fryer does it too, but the air fryer is not as dangerous. You still have to fucking be careful with the motherfucking coals and shit. Sometimes I still be burning myself on some sort of fucking toaster oven and bullshit. Air fryer, I haven't burned myself once. I said I was flipping food. Bitch is smoking. Yeah, smoke it. I have got to find that movie, The Mask, and play it on BIGO. That's one I would like to meet. That's one I would like to meet. Out of all the Hollywood people, Jim Carrey would still be one I would like to meet. It would probably be hard, and hoping that they are not a part of the whole crazy world of Oprah Winfrey. I truly hope not. And Jim Carrey and Eddie Murphy. Those two. I like those. They were my childhood comedians. I adored them. Especially Jim Carrey. I thought it was wild when I started seeing him going through all the spiritual awakening and stuff. Even, I don't know, it could be propaganda, I'm not sure. His whole like look kind of changed too though with it. I mean, it kind of fit. And then the way he started talking it and expressing certain things. The only thing I don't quite agree with is I see where he's coming from when he says, I really don't believe we have free will. I get that, and also when it comes to living your life in Hollywood the way you did, I can completely see why he would believe that. But man, to a point, how is that accurate if everyone chooses to do differently than what we already have? I feel that he's only coming from that perspective because of everyone just choosing to be evil. This world is just evil. I can't allow myself to believe or feel that way. I feel we're in fear, forced to be choosing this, and we've been programmed to be this way so that those that want to stay in crooked power and keep the trafficking going, whether it be drug trafficking or human trafficking for the money that they've got. Because why else would you, I mean, that would be the only way you would be fixing debt. Why else would you have Five Nights at Freddy's everywhere? And why else would all these things be starting to come up? Why else would a lot, I mean, like, it just makes sense to me. That is the function of old Earth. I'm not even going to call it Now Earth because I'm in New Earth. And I will snuggle myself right here with my goddess in my New Earth. I won't force my goddess on no one. but I will express my gifts. That part. Oh, did I put that drawing up? I bet you that drawing was back there. No, I had to put. No, I don't think I did put it up. Oh shit. All right. Well, I'm gonna need to write myself a note so I don't forget that. It's just gonna get messed up. Hello. Okay. There. We are about to get into the general reading. I left myself a note. Alright. We are almost there. I finished my food. I want to lick my coffee a little bit more, huh? Drink my coffee a little bit more. Kill my soda. Masculines. Well, this message may be for you too, masculines. Your life will be a symphony of dreams coming true. Now, masculines, don't get no high horse about your motherfucking self, because some of you, you deserve the motherfucking, excuse my language, this is not for kids, this for adults. Now, masculines, don't go be all up in your ego trip, okay? Because just as much as this message is for you, it is for this feminine as well. Some of you, you're a good masculine. You throw ego on the ground and stomp all over it. So you will be the holding grace of helping dreams to come true. Pure of heart ones. Okay? Some of you masculines, you're going to have to swallow the pill that you get to be a part of this. Stay off your high horse. Keep your ego in check. And your relationship is what's going to be the symphonies of dreams come true. But don't down yourself, okay? As much as that person is important without you, and you are important in your own world without them, it's not that it's going to really create too much dreams come true or a symphony of dreams come true, but in a way you still create your own dreams to come true. Now, what creates this to be a symphony is the fact of two acknowledging parties at this level, achieving these levels in themselves, and then coming together in this unification of the masculines and feminines. No matter what your body is, okay? What you choose direction to go. These are the energies. And so, don't feel less important because you happen to be a flip of the coin. Not a flip of the coin as in choice. A flip of the coin as in possibility. The reason you took possibility as a responsibility. And that gave you your accomplishment. So then you also created the symphony too, even though the other person also created a symphony. They were already there. The first ones are always going to have the symphony because no matter what, they earned it. Now others, if you fell into the symphony because of learning from the other, You have a choice. You have a choice to be a part of that symphony, or to go into a less. It's not like it's, life's gonna be easy, but you're gonna be on medium mode instead of hard mode. The symphony, yeah, you're gonna be on hard mode, but it's going to be more entertaining and constructive for your growth, who you are, the relationship, the bond. It's just going to have more to it, and which created it to be a symphony. And then with two already coming together, it creates a symphony of expansions and others. It becomes a inspiration of love itself as a dynamic, and so that's why it becomes a great dreams coming true type thing. Now you can still have your own layer of dreams coming true in your own direction, especially shifting over to New Earth and everyone else being able to. Um, but it won't be as like an orchestration of symphony without the other. And that takes a lot of like self-recognition, like self analyzing, self-acknowledgement, like taking things in consideration tied to no matter what is your boundaries, what are your actions, what are your feelings, no matter the outcome. And this is how you solidify. This is how you stay grounded, because no matter the outcome, this is how you're handling it. So what room do you have to have stress for? So it becomes a symphony. It becomes a song, because there is no stress, there is no. You'll have surprising variables, but it's not as like whimsical as what some would have had gone through. And to me, this is what brings the symphony of actually free will and having acknowledgement as a group for this is what brings the envisionment and perspective of choice. And I feel like the reason why so many feel we have no choice is because of the constant crooked stealing, the killing, the taking from people, scamming, and it's a complete human created lack of choice. So I mean, obviously we're going to constantly feel that because we're not being given that birth given gifted choice in things. With respect of their life, that is a law. That's a grounded law of life in general. Like, have respect, and or like, circle of life. They don't eat. They don't sit there and kill to collect. They kill to eat. That's circle of life. They don't kill out of playing a game, out of playing games. Like, that's circle of life. And like, if I feel like that is not overstepping will or life. That is just the circle of life in general. That is just laws of surviving in general. Now you just killing to kill, or in a sense of self-pleasure, that's overstepping life and will. That's going overboard at that point in time. Why we have to teach that is quite funny, but I mean, have you seen how horror movies are getting more and more popular? Instead of jumping around the corner saying "on guard," and they think of a Prince Charming coming to save a princess, because us millennials, that's what we would have thought of. We weren't raised off horror movies. It's like, oh. And then we come back to reality, it's not a prince or something, No, these new kids, first thing they think of is the fucking murderer. Or some sort of monster coming out to kill them. I'm going, well, that fear is deserved, isn't it? When it comes to our society. And I'm going, oh, I'm sitting here thinking about anime and being a hero, and y'all see me as a monster. because of the way society has constructed the envisionment of normalcy. That's what broke my heart the most. I was like, if you grew up on Disney, that would have never happened. You would see, it would have been an expression of a different trigger. What? I mean, like, you got that Fortnite killing, you got all these online games killing each other, you know, it's me going on guard like a knight. I'm a serial killer. That sucks. That is what we have programmed in our children. Well, that's what we allowed to be programmed into our children. I mean, have you heard this new song? I would get in trouble for playing it. Some of these females, they're making popular with some of these songs, all songs talking about enslaving men to their pussy. And it just gets supported. YouTube has it hyped up. Yeah, talk about your pussies, women, and how you using the nook to enslave the fucking men, and then when you're done with them, you just throw them away. And you think that's popular and cute with her pink hair, like Dolly Baby, because you like talking about your nook. You like talking about your nook to all the children, telling them children, talk about your nook, use your nook to sit there and enslave the men. Shove your nook in their face so they don't sit there and try to control you at all. That's a new song I just heard. And YouTube has it on hype. That's what you want to teach. That is what you want to teach your children. That is okay. And your industries are paying her to do it. Wow. Yeah, women, let's use our nook to sit there and warp the minds of men and treat them like slaves. Because that's the lady way to do things, huh? Nah, I don't care. I just want my money, and I'm up in Texas. So I think I'm just this bad bitch using all this money teaching children to use their pussy as a way to enslave men and get what they want. That's all her song's about. Right, Dolly Baby? Princess Dolly Baby, you ain't no queen. You ain't gonna be no queen that's sitting there teaching children to do that shit. Like it's a popular thing to be talking. Do you mothers want your little girl to talk about, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this boy licking my nook, so he do everything I want for him, so he be my slave, right? Up in Texas, right, honey? You telling everybody you up in Texas? I'm gonna tell everybody you up in Texas too, with your pink ass hair, talking about use your nook to slave men, cause that's what we teaching our children, and that's what YouTube hyping up. That's what your children are listening to, and that's what's getting sponsored in your industry. Yeah, Jim Carrey, I see what you're seeing. It must feel stuck being encaged with a bunch of freaking monsters from real horror movies. And all these bitches talking about nook, let's enslave our men, while our men are enslaving us. That gives them a reason to keep enslaving you women, right? Because of all these people talking about nick to your children, just like Eminem did back in the day, and look what it did. Let's keep doing that. Let's keep supporting that. Dude. Wow. Because that's what our children should be saying. And if they do one thing I don't like, it's bye-bye. Let's teach our little girls to slave men and support it. And give them a music record for teaching other little girls to slave men by using her nook. No wonder y'all have no ladies. No wonder you're half-assed naked in a public beach. Practically. Homeless, like straps naked. Spaghetti straps. A thong naked. Those fucking underwear, bitches. Go in a goddamn fucking nudist colony. You're just as much as traumatizing to our little boys as these bitches talking about nook and slaving men over it. And then YouTube's like, yeah, let's hype this, let's fuck up all our children. Who the fuck is running YouTube? What is it? It's gotta be an official. It's gotta be. Cheers, Jim Carrey. Your life will be a symphony of dreams come true. You gon' say something. I don't know what it is. I don't know why you come out in this, Jim Carrey, but how much you wanna bet someone's gonna come out the woodworks on some shit? Some shit. Whether it be that one or not, it's gonna be someone at that level. Because I can guarantee you, they are a part of the collective shift. So much so, they're like, yo, I'm glad I'm not the only one, like, rattling my brain going, why is no one else seeing this? Why do we seem to think it's okay while someone wants to sit here and comment, are you a witch? Is that the most important thing about this? Is that really? Because I seem to be talking about things that I feel is healthier for your children, while you seem to hype up a video talking about your children needing to use their nook as a way to enslave men. And me being, or you thinking I'm a witch or asking that I'm a witch is more important than your children being mentally molested, quite literally, by Princess Dolly Babe saying, yeah, be a whore. That's how you get what you want. Force them men to freaking enslave them with your nook so they give you everything you want. And if they don't do a damn thing that you say, if they miss one time, they gone. Yeah, that's how you should treat your men, isn't it? That is what y'all are hyping up on your YouTube. I guess that's what you care about. You really don't care about your children that much that you're going to sit here and support that shit. And it get hyped up on YouTube, and you're not sending letters to YouTube asking why are they even hyping this shit up for kids? I highly doubt she has it listed on her video not for kids. You know why? Because she wants to teach all your little girls to enslave men with their pussy. Right, Princess Dolly Babe? Because that's all your song is about. Disgraceful. Go put yourself in a fucking dark ass room, listen to it 100 fucking times, and see if that's truly what you should be teaching your fucking child to do. Oh wait, you ain't even got a child. So I guess that makes you right to sit here and literally sexually enslave everyone else's child. I think you need to go look in the fucking mirror about your little pussy ass bitch and be put in a fucking ditch for teaching our children to be like that. Disgraceful. Outrage. And you all get mad at me for having tattoos on my face. I'd much rather have tattoos on my face than teaching our little girls how to be whores and sluts and be disgraceful to our men, because they're the ones that end up getting your good men and then ripping them up in half. And then you wonder why we ain't got no good gentlemen. Well, maybe because all the crooked ass gentlemen are sitting here praising all the whores. Because that seems to be the only thing they know what to do, is to sit there and play with their little dicks and steal money from everyone that they need to actually even have a country. And all these other countries don't care because they just flood in here and then just support it more. Like, coming here was a great idea because you wasn't doing enough fucked up shit in your own country. You had to come here and do more and create this country to be more hell. Along with the fucking hellions we already fucking have. And you feel you deserve to stay. For what reason? I was left in a ditch. Go fuck yourself. I think any reason you have to sit there and fucking say to me after you done supported all that shit ain't a good enough reason. So yeah, I agree. Your Americans who've been here the longest are the first to go, are the first to get help if they need it. You foreigners are the last until, see, because you're here for a better life. You're supposed to have some sort of work inside of you too, because if, when it comes to your country, we have to build into your country. We are only able to be there 6 months, and then we have to leave and then come back, or we have to have a business that is supporting your country. How come you don't have to do that here? No, we give you money to have a business while you go and give it back to your country. And you support the officials being this dumb while they're killing you off and your land and your home, using foreigners to do so. So you blame it on the foreigners, and the foreigners blame it on you. All I'm saying is, I don't think you get to have a home out of the expense of our own people who've sat here and been here, put work into here, literally broke themselves, putting their hard-earned time, effort, sweat, and tears. They deserve a home for you, just because you swam over an ocean. You did not put effort into making your country better. You ran from your country. You abandoned your country. You abandoned your country and then brought your religion here and abused us with your religion. Killing off culture on top of that, using your religion just like a Christian. So in my eyes, your religion is just as deadly and fucked up as Christianity, because you don't understand how to follow in your own morality and rules. And if you did, your country wouldn't be in shambles and you wouldn't be sitting here trying to steal everyone else's country with your people. I don't need a bomb. I don't need to be a queen of a country to tell y'all how disgraceful every one of your actions are, and you have a choice. And you support it here on YouTube to be this disgraceful of human beings, including Americans, because you sit there and rally up and protest for Iran's while they literally destroy your motherfucking country along with Israelites. How many temples are here? How much do they help in your community? What I saw is they're constantly embezzling in your community, actually. And your liberals are helping them while they're killing off their own Americans just to make the Democrats look better. So the Democrats can control you more, bring in more foreigners because the Democrats are helping with the foreigners. So the Democrats can then enslave the foreigners that are here with money. And then your officials are going to be even more rich because they're not going to pay the foreigners nearly as much as what you've been paid, which is why you're being left to the streets and the foreigners have your jobs. Good job. I think New Earth sounds much better than that bullshit. Because I would like to have rights to my own fucking home. And I bet the Native Americans would too, because we're just sitting here giving it up to some more foreigners while the Native Americans are getting killed off and died off and literally being arrested on their own freaking land. What if we all went to Iran and killed every Iranian off and made it America? Oh no. I mean, that's not the same idea as what Iran is doing. That's not the same idea as what Russia and fucking Ukraine is fucking going through. That's why I'm sitting here going, where is any smart motherfucker? Because y'all at the top ain't even smart. You dumb as bucket of rocks. Unless you're purposely doing it just to be able to run your country more because you have too many people awakening. So you're killing off a lot of the awakeners so you can literally sit there and suppress the masses all over again. And then y'all are all leaders, all at the top, getting together about it, and that's why you've got war. To sit there and kill off the people awakening up so y'all can sit there and keep doing your crazy freaking disgusting businesses at the expense of all your own people. Because you don't know how to be real leaders, and respectable ones at that. All you know is how to fake it. It's like all of our officials is nothing but Hollywood. Y'all all fakes. You're just actors. You're actors. How do we have officials if they're all just acting? Do we even have a president here? Or is it all just an act? It's the Truman Show, bitch. It makes a lot more sense because it's not like we have actually anything that has any morality or responsibility or any of like honor to it whatsoever. How much you want to bet all the lieutenants probably sit there and salute someone who's trying to bring actual justice to a whole fucking scenario of a world that it shouldn't even be this big at? We're so intelligent. We have AI, but we don't know how to get along. We're so intelligent. We have sex bots, but we don't know how to support our children. No, we just know how to turn them into sex machines. And then you bitch about your children getting raped. Then you bitch about your children getting married to older men. I mean, do you hear the songs they listen to? And then you bitch about the older men manipulating them, but look at all y'all parents letting this go happen. I know, y'all slaving yourselves in work. How long have I said that? Why are you slaving yourselves in work while they keep getting rich and literally y'all are losing your homes? They're letting immigrants in and foreigners in and y'all losing y'all's homes. They're giving land and homes to these foreigners. Or these foreigners are getting money from our government here in America to own your homes. And then how horrible of landlords are they? Absolutely fucking disgraceful landlords. You don't get nothing fixed. They warp your lease to the point to where you have to fix everything, and all they do is sit there and collect money from you, and you have to do everything. I watched it happen in Indiana. I guess having foreigners here is great. They don't care about you at all. They don't even care about their own country. What makes you think they're going to care about this country and you? They just lie straight to your face. Look at what's happening in New York. They call themselves liberals. Yeah, liberals for foreigners to destroy America. While Democrats, they push the Democrats to win because they have no other choice if they want to be here in America. I guess you gotta look like shitheads for the shitheads, because you would be too shiny if you looked better than a shithead, right? That's when you die from these motherfucking shitheads, right? Okay, so who's really the issue? I'm not saying it's the foreigners. I'm just saying, look, foreigners, look at what you're being used for. Y'all little fucking pawns and you don't care. Huh. And you came here for a better life, or did you come here to get slaved? Looks to me y'all came here to be enslaved. While you kill off its original people. Yeah, you're not a terrorist at all. 420 off to the side because people be like fucked up like that. That's why I'm creating New Earth. Whether anyone joins me or not, you know what? This is what I feel it's worth it. And I'm not the only one, because I know there's so many other hearts out there breaking in pain, including other countries, over exactly what I'm speaking and talking about within their own country and their people, and it happening with them. So I'm not just speaking about this as our country of America. I'm speaking about this as citizens of Earth. Learn how to get along. Be civil. Or we're not going to have a world at all. To love each other in, to have family, to create dreams, to have fun in this world without literally having to skin a fucking cat. You know, it's not necessary. You don't need to necessarily skin a cat to have fun. You can pet the kitty, and then you can go along your own fucking way. You having issues? Go fucking punch a punching bag. Go into the gym. Go to mixed martial arts. Go to the UFC. Go punch a motherfucker in the fucking face in UFC. Get it off your chest, and we're good. That wasn't enough for y'all, now was it? That was not fucking enough for y'all. You had to turn your children into sluts, your men into narcissists, and that's still not good enough for y'all. When is it going to be good enough? When we all finally decide that it's in our hands to correct shit and do it right? Because we're the adults here, and you're expecting the children to do what? They're children. You're forcing them to be adults while you bitch about them being sexually impersonated by social media because your leaders push this sexual fucking icon bullshit. This is not social media's fault. This is your leaders' fault. They're supposed to protect you, and they literally hurt you on purpose. Every single one of you, including your children, for literally hyping videos like this and not hyping healthy things. People coming together, people caring about children, how you should treat each other, how these children should treat each other, morality, teaching each other morality, teaching each other integrity, because apparently I don't know what the fuck that is. That's why we have old Earth. And that's why we got so many people stuck in old Earth. Fucking confused. We use these words, but yet we don't actually honor them. Another one, honor. How many of you vets do not honor your badges? Because they are lies. How many of you vets go through mental breakdown over what you were forced into and had no clue that's what you were being forced into? How many of you vets experience children coming up to you and bombing themselves, and you don't really know why this got to this point? They're just training you to hate and to enemize a country that you don't know what we did to trigger this. No one just naturally puts a bomb on a child. No one just thinks that. That had to develop for some sort of reason. But we're so manipulated here. We're taught that that's okay. And that country is just that fucked up. They don't care about their kids that much to put a bunch of bombs on a bunch of children. Or are they that fearful of America and Americans that much to feel it's that necessary to put bombs on their children? Do we even know the real truth? I mean, look at all the lies they spread. Look at all the history they changed. Do you truly know the real truth? So it makes me ask, why would a country be so desperate enough to get rid of Americans to use children as bombs? That's desperate. That doesn't just come up in people's heads like our officials like to train us to believe. That doesn't just happen. Because if that just happened, then why are they putting all of their people in other countries for a better life from a country that keeps getting fucking bombed by an idiot president of America that just bullies and teams up with a bunch of other bullies, like apparently Putin? I mean, I say apparently, I don't know all the nit and gritties. I mean, in China, and then North Korea and China, and Japan, and this, and Taiwan, and fighting this. Like, dude, y'all all in the same vicinity. Are y'all literally that much like Americans that y'all don't even know how to be civil with each other? Or is it a rat race to being a Hitler? Because that's what every one of you presidents and prime ministers look like. Chickens with their head running around with their heads cut off. Don't even know what being civil is. Using it as population control, whatever excuse they want to give themselves to make it okay to kill people. Because we're not smart enough to communicate. We're not smart enough to do things in a harmonized way. But we smart enough to create sex bugs. We smart enough to support these women talking about, yeah, let's slave men with our nukes. Yeah, let's beat women with our narcissistic fucking personalities. Make them feel crazy, and then throw them in a mental hospital because we done warped their mind so fucking bad they can't even think straight. And they want to kill themselves, and then you blame the female for that when they're just being so manipulatively fucked and abused and just tortured. Emotional and mental manipulation's no fucking joke. That's no different than putting a gun in someone's head. It's fucked up. And y'all seem to think it's normally okay because you have it happen all the time in your jobs. When originally, a boss can get fired for that shit. And you support each other doing it to each other. Your managers are like that most time, unless you get a rare one. Why is that a rare thing? That shouldn't be a rare thing, seeing how it's illegal to be abusive in the work field, right? No, y'all choose people that are abusive to be bosses, to pressurize this constantly. And then some of the good ones are so pressurized into so much workload, while the GM just piles and piles, they hang themselves because they can't fucking get out of the goddamn store. And then they're so money grubbing, they're not giving you help. You have to sit there for hours past your time, overtime. Do you even get all your overtime pay? I mean, I bet some of you are just like, well, this reasoning, I bet it's a bunch of reasonings you gotta deal with. And you're still not even being able to pay your bills. You're still scraping by the edge of your teeth, just paying for school clothes and supplies. This isn't even accounted in the ratio of everything that changed. Your work pay didn't go up nearly enough to cover everything. Because when that went up, so did everything else. So how did the ratio help? It didn't help it at all. just made it even worse. This is why you have a homeless problem. It's not because of drugs. It's out of neglect. Neglect of community. Neglect of caring for your community. Because if y'all cared about y'all community more, you wouldn't have a lot of these neglected people. Whether it's drugs or not. And honestly, if you had better officials, you wouldn't have drug issue here. And if you weren't reliant so much on pharmaceutical and actually be holistic here and care about your earth and farms and whatnot, whether it stinks or not, I mean, like, we still need farmers unless y'all want to keep eating this poisonous ass bullshit. I don't. Do you see what it's doing to our children? Do you see what it's doing to some of our people with mind and their minds? Do you see what it's doing to our health? I know y'all see it. I don't understand why y'all ignore it. I know y'all see it. Alright, alright. Welcome to New Earth. Where the happy just keeps getting happy. Like, and you don't need drugs for it either. New Earth. Your life will be a symphony of dreams come true of the purest of hearts in action. Okay. Just because actions speak louder than words doesn't mean you don't need one to fully ground your grounding. You need both. Because when you have word and deeds in acting, that's how you have integrity. Now, if your words don't match your deeds, you have no integrity. Yeah, your deeds can be positive all you want, but your words, I mean, there's still pieces of you they have to take for a grain of salt. So that doesn't give you strength and stability in any sort of way, or anything that accountability that gives you out, that comes out your mouth. So then you have issues. So that's why it's important, word and deed, not one or the other. If you want a sandwich, all you have is mayo. You have no bread. How you eating a sandwich? You just eating meat and mayo. Some people won't even eat the sandwich because it's not clearly a sandwich. Okay. Well, that's not clearly a statement if your words and your deeds don't match. You're not clearly integral or someone can trust if your words and deeds don't match. Oh, well, I just say a bunch of bullshit and then I still do what I do. I still, apply and I still do my thing, okay? But that doesn't make you creditable. That just makes someone say, well, you can't trust the word they said, but they'll do things. They'll do things. That doesn't make you credible at all. That devalues you because you don't give yourself enough value for that to be an integral stronghold. And that's how you have real business. That's how you have actual officials that know how to do shit right. Because word and deed is the most important thing when it comes to having true integrity and morality. Your word and deeds have to match. Have to match. And there has to be honor in that. Because if you don't honor that, and if y'all don't support that, why do y'all talk about respect? that's that word and deed I'm talking about. And I don't know. You say respect. I don't see nothing about it. So now I'm talking about word and deed over here with dreams come true because we all want love. We got it over here. We all want help. We all want someone to lean on. Lean on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call on my brother when you need a friend. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you gon' understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me. Exactly. And that's how we have symphonies of dreams coming true. Because we're able to lean on each other. Are you able to do that in Old Earth? Do any of y'all trust each other in Old Earth? Your biggest saying in Old Earth is trust no one. And fuck the cops. Those are your biggest sayings in Old Earth. And New Earth. New Earth is dreams coming true. New Earth is we can lean on each other and not be worried about being backstabbed because you don't want that. You saw what that gave y'all. And I don't like being in it. It's traumatizing. It's torturing towards our children, literally and mentally. Literally and mentally. Wow. All I wanted was a hit of my 420. All I wanted to do was card readings. Look at this, what this turned into. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I do not want to see that coming down on us, but we're getting closer and closer to those days. It sucks because we have the potential. We all of us citizens of all over the world, we all have the potential to be better and to do differently. We just gotta come together and do it. You don't need permission. I just need to do it. And care about your earth while you're doing it. Keep the earth in mind. If it's going to harm the earth, it's best we shouldn't. It's just best we shouldn't. Why should we feel so egotistical to not care about the death of the earth for your own pleasure? That's like saying that to your own children. Oh wait, y'all already do that. And you complain about the trafficking, the human trafficking. You complain about it, but y'all support it. Crazy. It sucks. And if I could make this shift so much easier for y'all, I try every single day, figuring it out every single day. Show up, not every single day, but I show up here and talk about it and hope. Because doing nothing seems to be getting y'all a worse destiny. I can't just sit here and do nothing while I watch everyone else not understand how to do something. But if someone tells you and helps you understand and has your back, and you are able to join a whole collective and being able to do something, is that worth it than to sit here and keep watching the suffering and having to turn a blind eye to all the suffering? Trying to protest, but your protests ain't doing shit. It should be making an impact. It should be making a difference. Seeing all these no kings signs, but watching exactly that is exactly what's being created in the sense of like, yep, New Earth. Welcome to New Earth, everyone. New Earth meeting. New Earth meeting. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. Even those that are here because they hate me or trying to figure out how to sabotage me. Well, you've done so much. At this point, I'm just not afraid to keep going anymore. I used to. I'd be like, well, if I do less videos, maybe. That would be a steak. A steak. It's a steak. Don't eat the steak. I made 420, but I ain't talking about your children using their nooks to control men. And my video says it's not for kids. Bet you her video is not. Her video is for everyone to see. And it's talking about using your nooks to control men. You know, this is how we have very toxic relationships. I will never let that go. Yeah, girls, use your nook. And then one time they make you mad, you just drop them. Yeah, that's how you stay single for the rest of your whole life. Princess of Jezebel energy, I tell you that. Not Princess of Doll Baby, Princess of Jezebel energy. I ain't sitting there commenting, saying these things on her video, on her channel. I'm not saying it to her. I'm saying it in mine as my own opinion on certain things. And yeah, she can make a song literally tearing me the fuck down. That's old earth for you. And that's what your artists that y'all call entertainers. I don't see how being abusive is. Y'all get so mad at these children being abusive and disrespectful, but y'all support disrespect and abuse as adults. How can you get mad at your children for being subjected to all of this, and that's all they know, that's all they can learn, that's all they have access to them to learn? Everything else is hidden. Anything with some sort of truth is hidden. It's underground. And then all these cartoons are coming up being warped, manipulated, hidden things to warp the little ones' minds, because we're so freaking enslaved to having to make $1 to put a food in a child's head. Y'all ain't got no time to be there. All you have time for is, here, I got you a device, now I gotta go do this, make sure we keep a roof over our heads. How is that the parents' fault? When your leaders are not giving you time to be there healthy for your children at all. And most of you just want a beer to somehow calm down the anxiety and all the trauma that's being built up inside of every one of y'all through your work jobs, the suppression, the hate, overworking you, underpaying you, not making sure you have enough to put food on the table, have a vehicle to make it to work, keep a roof over your head, put school clothes on your children, make sure you have lunch. How many can you even afford the lunches at school, and they're not even worth the money that it's up? It's less food, and school lunches cost more. It's not even healthy food, and yet it costs more. And then some of you are trying to make lunches for them so they have healthier food to eat. But then that's a little bit hard, really. I mean, everything is having to go weirdly restricted, and it's all being blamed on these children. as if the children had better examples to learn from. All I see is children learning from a bunch of crooked adults that don't know how to be adults anyway. So what you mad at all the children for? Like they're just supposed to be born adults? And then you give them a device filled with a bunch of stuff that then you start wondering why your children's doing what they're doing. And you're supposed to be able to trust your government to keep this from even happening because they're willing to suppress videos, content creators left and right, especially ones that are healthy for the civilization. And then they hype up and push. And how are these children supposed to know this is not healthy for them to be embedding themselves with if they obviously don't even quite understand it yet because they're not cognitively developed enough to be able to understand it, but your parents just want to be like, ah, bippity boppity boo, you should have known. Bitch, you should have known. Parents. What you being lazy for? You should be learning what your children are learning. I do. That's how I know about Five Nights at Freddy. I know about their backstory, and that's why I get so mad at California. What the fuck's wrong with you bitches? You definitely have some sort of human trafficking going on. You want to sit there and praise Five Nights at Freddy talking about stealing children with animatronics. That's the whole fucking story. And then these children that died by said owners are haunting the animatronics to get their revenge from said owner stealing children. Oh, but y'all want to go support that pizzeria. You think that's okay. Wasn't that supposed to be a liberal? Wasn't that supposed to be for the people? California was supposed to be for the people, wasn't it? I'm starting to wonder how big of a lie that is, especially when it comes to New York saying, oh, we'd give help. I bet you that's as much as a lie as this is, and that's why you have Skid Row. And no, it's not because it's a bunch of drug addicts that don't want to do nothing with their life. That's definitely a propaganda. It's created to scare y'all into being suppressed the way you're being suppressed. I mean, why is there so much embezzling going on in California when you care about your people so fucking much? And it's all embezzlement over homeless people? Arnold Schwarzenegger. Are you even still the government? And on top of that, what the fuck did you even do? If it's this bad. Wow, you really are a crooked Hollywood bitch, aren't you? Little crooked Hollywood bitch. Deserves to have his head so buried, so fucking deep in the goddamn ground to go back to the hell you came from for keeping your mouth shut through all of that. You know what's going on. And how many times were you I bet you your ass name is on the fucking Epstein files. 100%. For California to be that bad, it took generations to be that bad. And for it to be that much of a propaganda, and for New York to have that many mole people, wow, y'all really love lying, don't you, officials? You love lying so much. How do you have mole people if you're everything you've said for how many generations and how many voting governors y'all went through and whatnot, state governor, that, whatever. And it's that bad. And you've been saying this for how long? You supposedly helped with what? And now you're getting flooded by your mole people, or your hidden people. Actually, hidden, most of them are Americans. They're not even foreigners. The foreigners are the ones with homes, jobs, and whatnot. Those people are mainly generational Americans. I can't wait until all of us decides to look at the truth of things and go, oh yeah, it's about time this actually started happening. It's about time we have someone who cares enough to already know how to do it all. I just don't have the community or the care, the heart, the help. But you're willing to help a bunch of pedophiles. I don't even have the support. I don't even have 1,000 subscribers, but I had 6,000 on Facebook. But y'all are willing to support human traffickers. You're willing to support pedophiles. All right. Well, I'm here in New Earth whenever y'all are ready. And with that, I will end New Earth meeting. And I will bring y'all your general collective reading. It gives me hope seeing the reading anyway, because I get to see the behind the scenes shit and just hope I see it actually bleed out into y'all's everyday lives. And we're not leaving our own people, our own brothers and sisters in fucking ditches. And if we don't have the money to take care of other people from other countries, I think that's okay. And you can go sleep in a ditch if it's that bad in your country. Because you ain't making me sleep in a ditch no fucking more. Because you don't like your country. And you don't want to stand up and do exactly what I'm doing for my fucking country and my people. I saw a need and decided to create solution. They saw a need and decide to destroy while acting like you're taking help. You're taking help and food and money out of other children's mouths while you say you deserve it. While these liberals say they deserve it because they swam over an ocean. I slaved on your fucking streets and a sidewalk, not even able to go in the woods for a decade and then some. I deserve it more than any fucking foreigner here, especially for our own country. While we have people just sitting there looking fucking pretty, didn't do a goddamn fucking thing in this country, but sit there and keep their mouths shut like a first lady we have, huh? You're a foreigner, you didn't do shit, you let Trump do whatever the fuck he wanted, you're just to sit there and look pretty. What the hell are you? You're definitely not a good example, you don't deserve your position. Because she's just some sort of sex slave, that's it. Dressed and pretty and pink, that's it. And that's what y'all support. I said I was gonna stop. Alright. Good morning, everyone. For those of you that's been able to survive the New Earth meeting, thank you so much. I want to give you my thanks. I want to give you my credibility. I want to give you my energy, my love. I want to give you a fucking hug for even being here. Because it takes a lot of credibility. It takes a lot of self-acceptance to sit here and listen to what I have to say. And I want to say thank you. Especially if you're from another country, because I can guarantee you it is not easy hearing what an American has to say, especially with the way I say it and using my country as an example. And it looks bad of the way I say it when it comes to other foreigners and it being foreigners in general. No, because what are you going to say? You're going to call them foreigners too. So it's the very same words that you would use for your own damn country. So, furthermore, thank you for being here, because you understand that factor. without me having to teach it. But you also understand why I'm sitting here saying it and having to teach it, or else we're not going to have a new earth. So thank you for those of you who decided to be here and support and be a part and participate in New Earth. No, I don't give a fuck about your money. Honestly, I just want us to collectively come together and act differently, support things differently, if we truly want a world that's different than this abuse bullshit and human trafficking. You want to keep supporting human trafficking, then stop bitching about your children going missing. Y'all want to keep bombing each other over bullshit, then stop sending your people to other countries if you're going to bomb them anyway. It doesn't make fucking sense. Masculines, this is for you. Alright, you are on guard. You are rethinking and revisioning. This is very good, okay? Because I put this, your life will be a symphony of dreams coming true. Especially if you're someone that's willing to stand up for New Earth. If you're someone that's willing to stand up for integrity, you're willing to stand up for what's respect, you're going to be someone that's actually going to invest their time, even if you don't have money. You're going to invest your work. You're going to invest. A lot of you are going to start investing, whether you have money or not. You got money, you're going to invest money. You got time, you're going to invest your time. You got this, you're going to invest this, because this person truly sees that it's not just better for them, it's better for them in the long run, because it's better for everyone. And they don't have to do the fucked up shit they were doing. It's a win-win. This person's like, that's a win-win. That's a no-brainer. Once you get it, exactly. And that's how you're gonna teach it. Good job. Fuck yes, man. Got it. You got it. You got the fuller picture. Hell yeah, we're really gonna have masculines like this? Oh, females. It is going to be so nice. But you're gonna have to be disciplined about yourselves. Every one of y'all got a masculine. Stop trying to steal each other's masculines. This is ridiculous. This is some bullshit. Stop doing your whole cheating thing just because you want a notch under your belt and you bitch about the men doing it. Come on. Come on. Stop being hoes. You want to be hoes, go and send. I'm thinking about having a sin state, but that's going to be hard. Children. Like, they're going to murder. I mean, they're going to do their shit. Like, this was brought to my attention. I don't know. I need y'all's help when it comes to this, because I truly still believe in free will. I feel once we get to that level, we'll go more into seeing what that entails and insists of, because it would have to be a lot of like security around the borders of that state. And I'm sorry, because you are what you are, and that gives that chance of those that go through those experiences, those times in their life, that's you have. I'm not going to be the judge in what your soul journey was meant for you to do. So I feel that they're respectable areas, but know that we will have respectable boundaries. And you're just gonna have to come into an agreement, because then that gives you y'all's freedom to be you, and for those to be them, not forcing it in your life, because you're in your respectable community where you don't have to deal with that if you don't want to. Instead of sitting here forcing yourselves to force yourselves to deal with each other and really not even happy, don't even know how to find your own community, can't even gather up enough people in within your own like-mindedness to have a motherfucking community. I get it. Oh, I so get it. Okay. So this is what I grant when it comes to having New Earth. But we need the collaborations and we need the commitment. Y'all are the one with the badges. Y'all are the one with the degrees. Y'all are the one with the choices to do and to choose what you want to use your degree for. I don't understand how you feel like you have to be a crooked person because your degree came from crooked people. And you're afraid of losing your home if you're not a crooked person, or being blacklisted when it comes to your job because you're not taking bribes. If you had a choice and you didn't lose your home, if you had a choice and you didn't lose your job, you actually get to honor that work you put into knowing what you know. You actually get paid for being of integrity in your job, which is what that badge represents. If you had a choice, that's why I feel like we can do it. Because if we all had that choice, would it not be the choice you truly want? And it takes you all to have it anyway. So then it takes y'all to have it. Right? Okay. Masculines. General collective reading for the masculines. Oh, there's one heck of a surprise in moving in calmer waters. Okay. What? Alright. That's why I'm at the level I'm reading this, because there's certain things I don't think I'm... You feminines enjoy surprises, okay? Because when we allow ourselves to enjoy surprises, it makes life magical. Instead of like constantly wondering where the miracles are, enjoy your little surprises, because those become your miracles at the end of your life. Oh, you feminine cross watchers, you're so smart. Because this is supposed to be a masculine reading. I'm sitting here talking to the feminines. Y'all are so cute. It's okay to be cute, alright? That's a message for the masculines. Yeah, you're a gentleman. And yeah, certain times are right for formal. But like, you can be cute too. You don't have to seem weak for being cute and being your childlike self. Just be respectable about it. You know, we can all enjoy our childlike natures and not be called fucking immature, because whenever a serious moment is needed, you can be mature and you can handle a serious moment. That's what it's about. But don't neglect the fact that you can enjoy the wonderments of life. That's what took your whole wonderland away. Because you feel like you have to be you have to be stoic all the time. Masculines, you don't have to be stoic. There's a time and a place to be stoic. And that's cool. That gets you where you need to get to. But you can be this childlike wonderment of yourself too, and enjoy life. Because there's times where, yeah, being stoic, so then there's times where you can just release in healthier ways. What did you used to like to do naturally as a kid? Someone would say skateboard. Alright, don't go pick up a fucking beer and go pick up a skateboard. Go enjoy your child self, instead of sitting here having to suppress your child self to be an adult. That's not life. That's not living. It's actually hurting y'all. I watch it all the time. And I feel sometimes succumb to having to, comply to a point in my own boundaries because I don't get slapped crazy. But I'll comply for community sometimes. And that sucks. I don't like feeling like sometimes you have to drink with the crowd just to feel like you have community. Because sometimes it gets lonely sitting there, getting abused by social media, feeling completely alone, don't have no one by my side, nor do I feel like I can trust anyone to talk to. I rant on BIGO. It's sad. And so I decided it's so sad. I want to create something that can take me out of it, even if it's just for a minute. And social media and creating videos does that for me. But that's sad in itself, because it created an unhealthy emotional addiction. Because you can do social media all you want and connect with people, but at the end of the day, you're still alone. At the end of the day, if something were to happen, I would still be in a ditch. It's not real community. It's fake. No one has your back in the end. The community, people have your back in the end. You don't end up on the ditch when you have community, because people know you. They know your true character. They know you don't deserve to be left in a fucking ditch. And this is why New Earth is so important to me. And I know it's not just that important to me, it's important to so many others that's literally suffered and died in a ditch, whether they deserved it or not. And that is the reality of the way we live. And we're taught to turn a blind eye and label and condemn them, to make excuses to say they deserve it, when you don't truly know that. Because that was done to me, and you wouldn't have a new earth if I died. Not at all. You wouldn't even have a glimpse of a possibility of hope. I would still be in this illusion, probably not even knowing half of what I've already taught most of you. While I still get left in ditches. I can't make myself do things. I can only allow and help myself through it. And that's all of us. We can only help each other through it instead of making it worse for each other. Alright, masculines. I do see this feeling bound energy tied to union, passion, collaborations of business, a lot of collaborations relating to this Ace of Cups energy, and the Page of Swords. There's this watching and searching this devil energy, or a Capricorn. But it's like it could be addictions, could be devil energies of abuse, just anything that's harmful. There's researching this and seeing it, and looks like really wanting to move more into this, oh yeah, the bright sun, that's right, and moving into calmer waters. Everything being revealed, things being expressed, exemplified on an understanding note, which is why I feel we have the sun here, masculines. Others of you, there's this feeling bound from a union, possibly with a child and moving to calmer waters, or someone is feeling bound right now into moving to calmer waters, but there's action in moving forward. Once this gets revealed, there'll be a celebration of a union. Some of you, this is a reveal of a home, and being able to move into calmer waters and taking action into balancing your happiness out more. That's wow, that's intense. Some of you masculines are really about to shift into a supreme era of like a world of happy. I don't know how to describe that. Even if this mini world was in hell, everything inside this world is nothing but happy. Like, that is what this I don't know what you're doing, but it's pretty cool. You're literally creating an encasement, and the more this encasement collects out of free will, like you're taking this encasement and you're strengthening and you're keeping balance in this encasement, because it's much easier than whatever the fuck you were doing. It was some I don't know, but you're happier with this encasement, and the more that adds to it, the bigger the encasement gets, but the more happiness it creates. It's really good. Whatever you're creating, it's amazing. Because this is the energy I'm getting, and this is why you're studying this devil energy, because you don't want this. You understand there's a balance and cause and effects of things, and there's a natural function in life, but there's unnecessary devil energy, and you're just going to point every unnecessary devil energy in there and saying, if you want this, you're gonna have to go out there because we don't want that, or in your respective areas. So that's really going to happen. That is what I actually see, though, and it adds the energy of this, which is what I'm talking about. I'm actually not talking about maybe I am talking about some of you are towns or communities. You're actually going to communalize. Well, look at that. That's funny. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and move on because that confused me. What's the next deck? I'm not touching that deck. Okay, we're gonna stay in our. I'm not even gonna freaking care outside of. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Trusting doctor, action in the give and receiving of blessings, and positive constructment. That's what I see in this with this hand and this moon. It's like, yeah, like your life will be a symphony of dreams come true. This is like action into the shift of that, and that this is so gorgeous. And look at that, y'all masculines, you got it. Get it done. Get it done. Get her done. Y'all got it. Get her done. In the respectable way. Okay, in the respectable way. At all means. That's cool. Whoever is doing this, you're cool. I like you. That's pretty cool. This is awesome. I'm shocked about this masculine reading, to be honest, y'all. All right, get it done. Getting the paperwork done. Gotta trust Big Doc. This is so positive. This is so good. Oh my goodness. I almost want to say I apologize for the lecture in the beginning, because damn, look at that. No kidding. Harbinger searching. There's a searching happening. They're looking for someone for this collaborations. There's a whole thing being uplifted in film. coming out of this feeling bound, cleaning up community. This is a community reconstruction and cleaning up of certain things. Oh wow, there must have been a lot of things that got revealed, didn't it? Oh boy, that's a little rough. Yeah, looks like there's a lawsuit coming in energy tied to an upgrade in life and children parties. And check unicorn. Like basically whatever was tied to this, relating to said lawsuit, is not the person that was the names that were framed on the papers, and this is being cleared. Like this person has been cleared. And that's what this was waiting on. Yeah. Oh yeah. Everything's just coming out. A little bit clouded right now. Making sure things are done. Oh, there looks like there could be some children energy relating to this. There's some things going by the book relating to children. I'm on my way though. I'm on my way. Get ready. I'm on my way. Trick copycat. Careful with the trick copycat. Be wary. Observant. Don't be wary. Excuse me and allow me to correct myself. Don't be wary. Just be observant. And listen to the pulls at your soul. Healing journey. Jumping into healing journey, no longer being bound, tied to possible copycat trick. Someone could have been labeled as a supposed copycat trick. That's being cleared up. There's healing and journey being cleared up, tied to action. And this police officer, personal investigator police officer with this grandmother energy, and a delivery and car person that's going to allow someone to be released. And this home energy, union energy, someone that's been watching for a very long time, possibly a good detective, important, leave please. The stalker energy over here. You quite probably had a detective obsessed with you. I don't know. There's a karmic and a divine masculine. One of them is a bunch of flies, and the other one is going to be revealed. So revealing. Thank you, Jim Carrey. Let's go whole party, okay? Original papers and all. Okay. There's going to be signatures, sign on the dotted line. Sign on the dotted line. My goodness. Alright. This on the way energy is down here, kind of like, I'd say some of you may have 2 months. It could be within about 2 weeks. Others of you, this has been going on for so long, you're literally about to be slammed into this energy, and it could take a few days. Be patient with your journey. Patience always makes food taste better. Slow cooking it tastes phenomenal. So that's what this is. You're slow cooking it, and it's just going to be beautiful and tender. There's just so much tied into it. Alright. What other cards do I want to get out here? Let's get We're gonna go for these. Alright. What I want to clarify here. Children parties? Hierophant energy in this children parties? What is that? What is with that? Clearing someone's name. Literally clearing someone's name. Like that straight up clarified it. What about this trusting doctor, Nine of Wands energy? Oh shit, we got two. Debt and alignment. Alignment. Someone's finances is about to be in alignment. They're gonna no longer be in debt. Get it done lawsuit energy. Counsel. Yeah, that's... You're gonna have help too when you go into that. And it's gonna clean up, upgrade your life energy. What's with this searching Ace of Cups? Manuscript. Sign on the dotted line. What about this cat with the book? This look like child energy, but like home child frequency. Your vibrational frequency determines which part of the records you can access. Raise your frequency through love, gratitude, and stillness to unlock higher wisdom. Anger and fear only open corresponding levels. Release at the temple. That's on my way. Release energy, we got that. Papers being released. Oh, deja vu. Yep, I see the papers. Wow. The gifts really did amplify, but I had dreams about these gifts amplifying before they were amplified, and I had no clue what the dreams. The dreams were so weird. Resonance. There's full resonance in the soul journey. And a telepathic understanding tied to possibly this karmic male and this divine masculine male. Gift tied to a code. The code of gift. The code of giving. The code of understanding. The gift of understanding. And the gift of knowledge. Car delivery energy. And this grandmother request. Wow, this good detective important, please leave. Gateway. The key and release. So someone's gonna have to leave. I think this detective's gonna have to ask someone, or they're leaving. There's some sort of release. Probably this good detective got arrested, tied to a bad police officer, and so they're also getting released. Looks like 2 people are getting released, tied to this healing journey. Union. Oh, look at that. And union. So there's straight up union going on. Some of you, this is union with your children. Others of you, this is like your person. Anchor. Yeah, your person, your anchor. Your anchor of your other half, of you. The also anchoring of you. And you the anchoring of them. It goes both ways. Alright. About this hat with the books up there. This sounds like teaching. Inner strength. Teaching inner strength and growth. I was like, this sounds like teaching. Yep, it sure is. Alignment energy here tied to counsel. Embrace the unknown. Embracing the unknown. Wow. The power of calm through the counsel and the clearing of someone's name. Wow. So someone's name got cleared. The universe listens because they opened their heart, opened everything about themselves, raised their frequency, blessings from the universe. Yes, raise their motherfucking frequency. Energy of abundance and the signal of love came like someone ripped themselves out of the fucking hole. I ain't dying in that fucking hole, right? You ain't not right yet. It ain't my time yet. That's what this verse. It ain't my time yet. I'm going after what I want. No matter what. That's why there's this brace the unknown, and the universe is listening. Like this, the universe has someone's back in this, and blessings from the universe. Like yes, like someone's being given the yes green light. Union, let go of control, resonance, fire of rebirth, and understanding, and the truth of the truth has truly set a lot of people free. That's crazy. They say the truth sets you free, and boy, was this for real, for real. That's intently powerful. This person's gonna end up having some sort of like they're gonna, like, people are gonna want to talk to you. People are gonna want to know your story. People are gonna want to know how you got through that. How were you able to sort of like get through all of that, including some other things that happened, and then still, and it wasn't going to go away. Like there was some sort of element about this where it was going to keep happening until you died. A dream signal. Oh my gosh. Free spirit and growth of the soul. Like there's people literally saved people's lives, and these people didn't even know until they were told that this was the plan, and you were never going to know. Call of light and a grateful heart. Damn, that's deep. That's some deep ass shit, masculine. New, beware the heart. It's just. Your heart always knows the way. The gentle whisper of your heart will lead you toward the path meant only for you. Only for you. That's so funny. Growing pains. Growth isn't about losing yourself. It's about giving your truest self the space to shine brighter than ever. To do better. It's not about, it's about doing better. It's about shifting into being better, coming together better. Being better, doing better. You don't want to complain about it, then do better. I don't care about people complaining about shit. Just stop being lazy while you're complaining about it. Do something. Shit, I get my ass out of bed every day, even if I'm not live. I still sit here and do something. Think about it. I use my brain. I may not be able to use my body. I may not have other opportunities that seem to be more normal than y'all's mind, but I still do something about it. And I still try. Because I can't not try. Growing pains. Growth isn't about losing yourself. It's about giving your truest self the space to shine brighter than ever. Yeah. That part. Grateful heart. Your grateful heart transforms ordinary days into miracles. The more you appreciate what you have at present, the more abundance flows into your life. Or it stacks in the karmic bank. You know what? I will always, if you do not see the results, I can guarantee you it is in your karmic bank, and just keep going. Because apparently there's been a padlock put on it, and that is what's being cleared and revealed and then released. Giving you a grateful heart, to a signal, to a free spirit, and to a signal into your dreams, and a symphony symphony of dreams coming true. Wishes coming true. I like wishes better than dreams, but you know, because some of us get some bad dreams, and that's why I say pure heart wishes to come true. Because some people wish for some fucked up shit. Legit. Okay, so I'm gonna bring these out. What messages of guidance do we have from our divine team? I'm just gonna say that. I actually like that. Divine team. Ancestral divine team. Divine team in general, because you know, there's a bunch of divine energies and consciousness. Everything's technically alive. Shine bright. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Remember who you are. You are myself. Simba. Remember who you are. One. And don't give up. Oh, damn. You will get there. No problem. Trust your feelings. That's great. Don't give up. It's okay that things don't always feel easy and effortless. Some of the best moments in life happen during and after hard times. Keep believing. You will get there. You can't force flowers to grow or plants to sprout. Be patient and respect that everything happens in its own way and time. No problem. You're not meant to struggle and fight your way through. Drop the concerns of your ego and watch imaginary walls crumble away. You've already won. Trust your feelings. You are unique. Your destiny is waiting for you to write your story and pave your own path. Follow your heart. Don't let others dictate who you should be. And then we'll get messages from the heart. However, whoever, if it comes from your significant, someone you love, someone that's on your heart, or a passed on loved one. And the universe is listening, and that is why we don't give up. The universe is listening, and your message is, I want to tell you how I feel. You will get there. Blessings from the universe. And we have, you came closer than anyone. No problem with let go of control. No problem, let go of control. I'm starting to understand our connection. Trust your feelings and growth of the soul and fire of rebirth. I don't react when people mention you. Signal energy, resonance, fire of rebirth. Just being near you is intoxicating. Jeez. That definitely sounds like a significant soul resonance, like of like relationships and love. The timing just wasn't right for us. I will wait for a sign from you. I feel you even though we are apart. Alright, take that for what it is. And we'll get a rune. Let's see what rune we have. It will go on top of the power of calm and call of light, the key. The key that's deep within your heart. I'm not even gonna try. Physical strength and speed. Untamed potential. A time of great energy and health. Freedom, energy, action, courage, strength, tendency, understanding, and wisdom. Action. Like, action. So the dominoes are falling. The dominoes are falling. Alright. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. You never know who else that'll see this and to be able to help them as well, or just bring a smile to their face, or just collectively build on New Earth, I would hope. But hey, you know, it is what it is. So, I shall see y'all next time. Thank you so much for being here. And if you would like a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. Make sure you are following and subscribed to @Oracle Unicorn, all lowercase, and no more than that. Just your Oracle Unicorn. I've seen there's been, I think, 4 or 5 YouTube channels made of Oracle Unicorn. My tag name is Oracle Unicorn. And that's it, all lowercase, no underscore in between, none of that. Alright, thanks so much, have a good day, bye y'all.